2023 NFL football season. Yep, today is the kind of my personal recap of Super Bowl 57. And man, was it a doozy. Man, the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And like I said in my other video before, I said Kansas City going to win. Matter of fact, I've been out of the playoff games. I was right 4 out of 6 in the wild card round. I got 3 out of 4 in the division round. I got 202 conference championship game in the Super Bowl. That means I had a 75% prediction percentage correct in the playoffs. Beat that, folks. Hello. Okay, well, let's break it down what happened yesterday in Super Bowl 57. Well, one thing is, I give credit due. Both teams came out on fire. On fire. Especially Philadelphia early. But Jalen Hurts sack, fumble, and that touchdown return, that was probably the big difference in the game. I know some people have been told me they accused the referee's chief of Kansas City, but there was a couple of replay calls that went against Kansas City, especially that Devontae, Mr. Heisman Trophy winner from Alabama that played wide receiver number 6, made a catch. Didn't have the trophy, they called a catch. It's like, no, they called it not a catch. And the tight end bobbled the ball, and they called it a catch. So, the replay official probably blew a couple of there, here and there. Now, besides that one fumble turnover and the big punt return. Now, the MVP, I had some questions about that in that game. I think Fichenko should have got the MVP. Maybe Tony, the guy who did that touchdown in there, almost touchdown on the punt return. Mahomes had an efficient game, 21-27. Playing through for $180. I mean, he really was thinking and dunking the game all night. But he did have that big run in late third quarter. So maybe, I don't know. That could be up in dispute, but I guess you figure he gets the triple crown, the Super Bowl championship, the regular season MVP, and the Super Bowl MVP. Okay, get all 3. Fine. So be it. Now on the Philadelphia side of things, they barely got any pressure. Patrick Mahomes and no sacks. Matter of fact, there was only 1 sack in that entire game last night. But now pressure, different story. Kansas City was all over Jalen Hurts. And I give them props on the game plan. They said, we're going to contain him right. If he runs outside, Pat can make him go left because he's a right-handed quarterback. We have to throw opposite side to reset and pivot itself. Smart strategy. Okay, Kansas City doesn't have the greatest defensive talent, but that's well coached. Offensively, the great adjustment Andy Reid made and actually went to ground and pound on them. When did we know Kansas City being a running team? Never. Not since the days of Christian McCoy. Or, Jamal Charles, too, a little bit sooner, but a little not so far back in the past. But Kansas City known for a fast and finesse team, and they ran the ball down Philadelphia's throat. Literally, I got to give them props. Because Philadelphia did the same thing to them. And really what happened is Philadelphia didn't quite have enough firepower to keep up with Kansas City. Mahomes just a little bit better quarterback Jalen Hurts. Not because Jalen Hurts is no scrub, but let's just be real. You look at Kansas City's schedule and Philadelphia's schedule, who was battle tested? Kansas City been behind before. Actually, that's the first time in the entire playoffs that Philadelphia behind. They just couldn't quite figure out how to get it back. They got bad tied and they couldn't finish the deal. And that was smart strategy of running that clock all the way down the field goal. I know a lot of people disagree with it. People I talk to disagree with it. But hey, let's talk. It's a move. Besides, heck, you missed 27-yard field goal. Heck, you don't deserve to be in the NFL any doggone way. Heck, dude, I think I can go out there and kick a 27. I could probably kick a 47-yard field goal on some real talk. But that's another dispute for another day. There'll be some more videos upcoming in springtime. Yes, I'm about to do some crazy stuff there on that. That'll be on one of the other blog pages probably now. Maybe not on this one, but yes, it's going to be fun. But back off, I digress. I'll just say this much. I enjoyed it. The Super Bowl, it was worth watching. The commercials were like, don't ask me nothing about a halftime show. I didn't give a doggone. I set my clock to 17 minutes. It took me a nap in the halftime show for real, on the real. A couple things as we'll sign off of the season. I can keep this about 6 minutes, so I'm about 4:45 in now. 1, congratulations Patrick Mahomes for the Triple Crown. 2, Philadelphia, they're not that great. If you look at their schedule, they basically, especially their defense, they didn't play against nobody against the quality. The only team that type of offense was the Detroit Lions. They played against the whole season, their defense. And they showed they played tough, they hung in there, but they just couldn't get the job done. On the other end of things, looking forward to free agency. Today's the second to last day I'm wearing this Lions stuff. Tomorrow's the last day I wear it tomorrow. And it's put up until March 15th and March 16th. If you know the reason March 16th, if you know me, you know why. You'll find that on the ball later on. Also, by speaking of Lions and Kansas City, both, they play each other. I think it's one of the international series games next season. I'll look forward to see that. Look at this free agency movement. So, sign off until the end of the 2022-23 season. Enjoyed it all. Wish the Lions made the playoffs, but they were much improved. So, folks, I'm done. I'll be seeing you guys in free agency time. Deuces.